as the difficult part. There you will be having the numericals. So you'll be handling those. Now, electives. Electives are rural, HR, IT, central banking, and risk. Now, let me come to this negative marking first. Here, as of now, there is no negative marking. IIBF has declared that there won't be any negative marking, but they had declared it for May 23 paper. They have not declared anything from for November 23 as of now. But we should continue the same up till the time the next GR or next note of theirs comes regarding the negative marking. Okay, so that's why we'll carry on with the same concept that negative marking is not there for November 23. So as negative marking is not there, so one thing you keep it in your mind throughout your exam, because you don't have negative marking, do not leave any question in the paper. Do not leave at all. Never ever leave any question in the exam. Okay. Now electives: rural, HR, IT, central banking, and risk. Now many of the students ask me which elective should I choose? Rural, HR, IT, central banking, or risk? Which one? So I'll always suggest you that elective in which you are conversant or you have confidence. Confidence. This is important word. Because what happens is, suppose if you have worked in rural, some of you might have worked in rural branches, some of you might have worked in these Kisan credit cards, this farmer loans. So what happens? Many of these things are known to you. So that's why the one paper in which you have confidence, you definitely choose that elective only. Now I'll give you some short details about this rural HRIT. You know, this part is central banking. This is one of the toughest subject, one of the toughest. Okay, why? Because it's totally related to RBI. Okay, RBI means we never handle these things here. Rural you will be handling HR. You know, in some part we can apply our logic also over here. Risk management, okay. IT we have not handled. Many of us have not handled, but then also IT paper is okay. Risk management, okay. That is also risk management means what? Once you understand BFM correctly, then risk management is easier. Okay. IT, those who have worked in IT kindly, or those who have the background of IT, you can definitely go for the IT elective. HR, those who have worked in HR or some graduation or PG in HR, you can definitely go for the HR part. Okay. Rural, again I told you, those who have worked in rural banking or no worked in Kisan loans, actually agri loans, or know some part about this elective, you can definitely choose that. Okay. So coming back, the subject of ABM has been divided into four modules: statistics, HRM, credit management, and compliance in banking and corporate governance. Now, compliance, this module has been added newly this time. Earlier, this module was not there. So, compliance in banking and corporate governance, it totally relates to compliance. So, I'll be dealing in each one. I'll give you the details of each and every module as such, what all each module consists of, and how we must focus on that module so that we clear our CIB exam. Okay. Before that, how do you study? That is important. How much time is required for CIB preparation? If you have 3 months, you require 1 hour daily. That's but obvious. Remember, because at 1 hour daily, why am I saying so? Because if you check the subjects, you have 5 subjects. If you check roughly the pages of each book, they are around 600 pages per book. So it comes to around 3000 pages completely. In 3 months, you have to complete. So 1000 pages in 1 month. Of course, we are there. See here, you don't have to go through the book because you have joined this class. Okay. As you have joined the class, you don't have to go through the book as such. So now the point over here is, as you have this in this class, basically, you have to follow whatever is told to you and revise these videos. Whatever we give you, whatever we do, revise those videos. Ebooks are available, tests are available in your pack itself. In the pack which you are having, which you have bought, you will be having ebooks and tests as well. So what do? You follow the same, follow those ebooks, follow the tests, because what happens, tests give you the means the level of your knowledge. It checks the level of your knowledge. Give the same test again and again if it's possible, because what happens, first time you might not get that those many marks, but second time you'll graduate a bit, you'll go higher. Third time you're a bit more higher. So that's how you can graduate. And this is the only way of preparing. Okay. So if you have 3 months, you have to prepare minimum 1 hour daily you have to give for your studies. How much time is wasted in your banking job? So how much time is wasted? See, in our banking job, if you really calculate, I'll just give you one simple example. If you really calculate your banking timing, means the actual fruitful job which we do, it is much less. Whereas if you calculate the wastage of time which happens in our daily jobs, the time is huge. Okay, fruitful work, productive work is very less. So unwanted WhatsApp groups and messages, overwhelming emails, instant message notifications, unnecessary friend chats, tea breaks, online shopping, all these things we should avoid now for at least next 3 months. Okay. See here, today is the orientation class. That's why I'm able to give you all these details. From tomorrow, we'll be starting with the real topic. So once we start with the real topic, it's not possible to give you how to study. Okay, because the topic itself covers, it takes almost complete means batch timing. Completely, it will take the full batch timing. Okay, so avoid all these things: unwanted WhatsApp groups and messages, overwhelming emails, instant message notify, all these things. Tea breaks. We have so many tea breaks. I'll tell you, each one of us in our working time goes roughly for at least 2 times for the tea breaks. Now avoid these two tea breaks. Huh? I don't say all might be going. Some of you, 90% of us go. So avoid those for next 3 months. Online shopping. This is generally among the females, but it's not limited to them. Even the males do the same thing nowadays. So avoid these things as much as possible for at least next 2 3 months up to your exam. Afterwards, you have a hell lot of time in your life. Is guidance for from professional required? Means like at that 24/7, is it required? Obviously it's required. Why? Calculate 600 pages roughly. I'll give you an average. 600 pages into 5 subjects, 3000 pages you have to do in how many months? 3 months. Is it possible? Frankly, it's not possible at our age and at our work life balance. It's not possible. So that's why we need to give the job to some professionals. So the professionals, we at Adda 24/7 have dealt with more than 35, 36, 37 batches. Okay. So that's why, yes, it is needed, but self-study is needed. Now, self-study means what? You'll say, if I have to do the self-study, why do I join the classes? It's simple logic, right? Self-study means what? Whatever is told to you, that is important. Follow the classes. Here, whenever we are in the class, many a times we don't understand certain topic. So in that case, what happens? You can ask it. But even if you don't understand, you can revise that video again, because you have recorded videos available. You can go through the ebooks available. Important definitions, short notes are given in those ebooks. Test you can try. Okay, but professional should be trustworthy. That is also important. See here, you can't trust anyone like these, trusting those babas, right? In our daily life, this, wear this and you'll earn a lot, wear that you'll earn a lot. These things don't happen. Similarly, here also, everywhere there are those guys who can fool you. Okay, so professional should be trustworthy. It should be a proven track record, friendly and empathetic. Empathetic means what? Here, the problem over here in our banking is, none of us here, all of us have cleared our exams and then came into banking. So that's why we have that much IQ, we can call. But the problem is, after working in the bank for around 8 to 10 hours and then going back home and then studying, it's not possible. Only studying, yeah. Even today, everyone amongst you will be able to study for 4 to 5 hours if given only the choice of study. But this, after working, even study for 10 minutes is not possible. So that's why professional is required. All those who are watching on YouTube, download Adda 24/7 app right now. Those who are in the paid batch, you might have already downloaded. Okay, so if not, download it on your mobile. Okay, here you'll get the premium study material, live classes, ebooks, test, everything. Whatever is needed for your CIB and JIB clearance, you'll definitely get it everything. Now, how do I rob time within my job schedule? Robbing the time is very important. See here, time we don't get at all. Even if you ask Mukesh Ambani, he'll also say no time. Even if you ask somebody from the roadside, some roadside vendor, he'll also say no time. No one in this world has time, but we have to rob the time. How to rob the time? See here, there is a simple way out. We work in the banks, so we get the GRs from our banks. Various GRs do come to us. There might be a portal of our bank somewhere where the GRs are available, or you can go to the RBI website where the GRs are available. So read those GRs on the bank employee portal if you have. Follow IIBF vision. Now these GRs you'll say, sir, these GRs you say read, but it's not that simple. Reading the GR, that GR consists of 5 to 6 pages generally per GR. So is it possible to read? Not possible. So what do you do? Reading the GR doesn't mean you should go through each and every part of the GR. Just go through the heading. Importantly, I'll tell you, heading and at least first para. First para or some important para. First para. Okay. Generally what happens, first para gives you the details of that GR. So what happens? Many of the many of the questions in ABM BFM can be solved by reading only these GRs. IIBF Vision. This is available to you on your email, right? You can follow that IIBF Vision, right? Even Murugan sir is taking the batch on GRs, so you can definitely follow that batch also. When your boss instructs you to do something technical, think about. See, this important part is whenever you get some new job in your bank, always try to follow the technical thing about that job. Suppose you are shifted to, let's say, from clearing department to loans department. So don't take it as a hurdle. Take it as a challenge. Whenever you go to the loan department, try to learn the technical parts about that loan. That will help you. So what happens in this banking job itself? You get around 20 to 30% of your portion is over. So follow it and try to learn as much as possible within your job only, job timing. Study early in the morning. Now it's very easy to say, but hard to follow. Even I know it. Study early. It's very easy for me to say study early, but here, 2 3 months we have to take this pains. After this, if you after this December, you need not take any pains. Once you clear it, throughout your life you are getting the two increments and you are through. Basically, it's like an SIP, right? Imagine this is an SIP for your lifetime up to your what retirement. So if you invest that SIP, whatever increment you get, imagine if you invest it in your mutual funds, equity mutual funds or stocks, you buy an Infosys share every with this extra amount every month. How much will you gain? You'll gain almost 10 to 15 times up to the time you retire. Study in the weekend with full efforts and dedication and utilize the weekends. So that's okay. See here, everything I would say is easy to say but difficult to follow. But then also you have to follow for some time. Okay, study in the weekend as much as possible. Avoid those means unnecessary. I won't call it unnecessary. Means okay, you can say unnecessary functions. I would call. So those you can avoid, which can be avoided, you should avoid it. I don't say all. Okay. If your job is far away from the home, study while traveling. See, many a times what happens, many of us have been transferred or we are in the job at around half an hour or 1 hour from our home. So at that time we travel either via bus or through trains or anything. So whenever we travel, try to keep the short notes ready. Because full book you can't study in the bus or full book you can't study in the train. So in that case, what do? You follow, take the important short notes. You get it through ebooks. You get it on the Adda app also. Follow those short notes whenever you're traveling. Okay, as much as possible. It's not. I don't say do it rigorously. Don't tax yourself. Don't penalize yourself. See, nothing is as important as life or as health. Important to remember in your life always, health is wealth. That is the only right thing in this world. So nothing should be done so severely that it will tax your life, normal life as such. It shouldn't be done. Do it with ease. Okay. Now, CIB syllabus, ABM syllabus 2023 is very essential for aspirants who are preparing for upcoming CIB 23. Stands as a backbone of ABM paper. So, this backbone of ABM paper, it IIBF was introduced some changes and additional in this year. This time they have introduced, means May 23 they have introduced. Candidates need to plan their own preparatory strategy from the ABM paper after knowing the complete ABM syllabus. Obviously, you can study if you know what to study. So the complete syllabus should be known to you. We at Adda 24/7 will definitely help you via live classes, ebooks, tests, everything. So that's why follow, and that's what I'm saying. Join the batches. Those who are watching on YouTube, join it immediately because from tomorrow we'll be starting with the main topic. Okay. Now, before going ahead, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, remember, first thing which you get is latest updates on JIB and CIB. Latest. Then secondly, you get free YouTube series. Remember, if you check this Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel, you'll see free YouTube series on all the subjects of CIB as well as JIB. So whatever is available free, first grab it. Click on that bell icon so that you will get the updates. Now let's come to the topic. Module A, statistics. There are various units in this. First is definition of statistics, importance, limitations, data collection, classification, tabulation. Now you'll see, sir, this is something Greek to us. Greek to us means unknown to us. Many of us are from like arts or commerce background. Those who are from science, they'll understand. They know statistics. Science means also not all science. Those who have done the mathematics part, so for them it's okay. Those who are from bio or zoology, they won't understand this. Okay, so then that's why I'll be making this easier, as much easier as possible, because the statistics over here which they have combined, this statistics, I'll tell you, those who have done your engineering, the statistics which you had in your M1 M3, I think so, M3 was the main, because I have done my engineering, that's why I know it. M3 we had statistics. So this statistics in that is combined over here. There was a full subject over here, right? Topic over here. This is combined into a short form, means short module over here. So that's why this has become a difficult part. Definition of statistics, importance, limitations, data collection, classification, tabulation. This forms the base of further topics. Here you'll understand the basics of what the statistics are. There are various types of means going up, going down, various types of statistics. Then what is the mean, what is the mode, median, everything you'll get it over here. Various types of means, various types of modes, various types of data, you'll get it over here. Then sampling techniques. Sampling techniques means here, the word itself says it's very easy. It seems, what is sampling technique? Sampling means sampling. Just from the complete sample or population, I'll choose some population, I'll choose some samples, but it's not that simple. You have various numericals and students get confused in these topics here. Unit number 2, unit number 4, skewness, certain this. The next unit number 5 and unit number 7. These all seem to be the same. When we start studying, we feel that we can't understand the numerical is from this or next to. So that's why it becomes confusing. This central tendency, dispersion, skewness, this again forms the basis of correlation and regression, because correlation and regression is dependent on this skewness part and dispersion part, means because we have the volatility part over here. So that's why this again forms a part of this backbone of your basic studies. And remember, nothing of this will be useful to you in your daily branch. Branch banking, zero use. This is all the head office logic. Okay. Correlation and regression. Correlation regression, you have 5 marks case studies, roughly 2 5 marks case studies, 5 into 2 case studies. Case studies. Okay. Please. You have many case studies. I'll give you. See this. As and when we come, I'll give you what the case studies are. Generally, you have one case study from this, one case. Here also you will be having this data collection classification. No, here you won't be having case study. Here you will be having the case study. Here one case. Case study, when I say, it means 5 marks. Okay, generally case studies are of 5 marks in ABM and BFM. So you'll be having the case studies from these 3 topics. Here you will have 2 case studies roughly in correlation and regression. Then time series, again one case study, 5 marks, one case study. Theory of probability, one case study. See here, you'll say so many case studies are there. Yes. Remember, it's generally 50-50%. 50% of your paper is generally case studies. Means 5 into 10. 5 into 10. Okay, 10 case studies of 5 marks each. So roughly you get 10 case studies. So these 10 case studies are divided into all these 4 modules. So theory of probability you might get or might not get. Estimation, we generally don't get a case study. LPP, you get a case study, 5 marks. Definitely you get it. Simulation, generally simulation, we don't get a case study over here. We get one-liners over there. Now, what is this time series? Time series means what? Remember, it is basically the study of time component in statistics. Means uniform time component. This topic is similar to that of correlation and regression. This one, Unit 4 and Unit 5 always confuse you, but there are tricks to remember which numerical belongs to whom. That I'll tell you when we cross that bridge. Then estimation you have generally one numerical, means one mark numericals you have. And linear programming, you have linear programming is one of the difficult topics. Probability and linear programming, these two are separate topics than statistics. They are added in statistics, but they are actually not a part of statistics. They are totally different topics, but they are related to your again studies. So theory of probability, one of the difficult ones. Students get confused over here. We take generally 2 to 3 sessions on the same. LPP, we generally take 2 sessions. Estimation, 1 or 2 sessions. Okay. Simulation, you don't get a numerical on this. It's completely theory part. But there are 1 or 2 formulae to this. So I'll be teaching that whenever it comes. Then module B, HRM. This I won't be taking. Suprabha ma'am would be taking fundamentals of HR, development of HR, human implications of organizations, employees feedback and reward system. Then performance management, conflict management, HRM and IT. So these details ma'am will be giving you separately. Then we'll come to module C. This I'll be taking again. Overview of credit management. Now, as I said, this is related to branch banking somewhere or the other. Overview of credit management. How the credit is given to the various customers. What all principles are to be followed in this. What is the safety principle? So you'll get everything. Analysis of financial statements. Here you'll get ratios. All the ratio analysis. What are the ratio analysis to be followed? What is technical analysis? What is the management analysis? Apart from ratio, here, ratio analysis is not the only thing which is followed in banking. There are 3 types of analysis. Always remember, one is management analysis, second is technical analysis. Okay, these 2 are very important. Management first, then technical analysis. Technical means what? Management means what? We study the history of the management persons. Are they good? Have they repaid it correctly? Then technical means we go to find a field visit. Go to the field visit and check the actual field over there. And then we have the financial analysis. So that's why ratio is not the whole part or whole sum of the financial management. Working capital finance. So here this on a daily basis we follow in the branches. We give in the branches, right? But the technical part of this is very, I won't say difficult, but it's different. We have Tandem committee methods, We have Jha committee methods over here. Then this afterwards we have how what is the DP calculation. So all these things will be there. You will be term loans. You don't have case studies over here. This is all theory part. Term loans you have numericals, but this is simple to handle. Because always remember in banking, WC finance or CC is difficult to handle. Term loan is a bit easy to handle. Why? Because once it is given, you have to just check whether the EMIs are coming or not. But while sanctioning the term loans, we have to take proper precautions. Like we have to follow that DSCR. DSCR ratio is one of the important ratios in term loans. Okay. Whereas in working capital, we have to follow that ICR, interest coverage ratio. So these ratios I'll be teaching you whenever we come to those topics. Credit delivery and STP, straight through processing, means what? Whichever topics are simple, means whichever loans are simple. Those loans are covered over here. STP means straight through processing. Now remember, STP, this is called as STP. STP means whatever is in STP now, nowadays banks are transferring this to machines. Means many of the loan processings have been transferred to machines. Credit delivery means how to give the loans. See here, loan is not only, remember, it's not only sanctioning the loan. Once the loan is sanctioned, afterwards you have to deliver that loan. For that, you require the legal documents. Legal documents means DPN, deliver this demand promissory note, then agreements, then continuing security. These all legal documents come in this credit delivery part. So that's why module C is completely about starting from this loan processing up to delivery. And then other topics as well. Credit control and monitoring means after giving the loan, then what? How to track that loan? How to know whether this loan is going to be NPA or not? So that part comes over here. Risk management and credit rating means here you come again. It's not only related to CIBIL. Credit rating means we immediately come to know, we think about the CIBIL. But CIBIL is generally for retail. For corporates, we have different types of ratings. We have ratings from CRISIL. We have ratings from Fitch. So those ratings will be studied over here. Risk management, how to manage the risk in the loans. Means no, not to put all the eggs in the same basket. How to diversify your portfolio. That will be studied over here. Restructuring, rehabilitation, and recovery. How to recover. Now, this, as the name suggests itself, restructuring and rehabilitation. Remember, always there are two basics in your banking. One is recovery, second is rehabilitation. So, rehabilitation is done for genuine defaulters, means during the COVID situation. Those were the real defaulters because business was not there. That's why these are the so real defaulter, genuine defaulter. So we have to rehabilitate them. We can't punish them. Whereas recovery is done to whom? Recovery is done to willful defaulters. Those defaulters who have the money but they don't pay. So that's why this is known as this. Both the things are studied over here. Resolution of the stressed assets under Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Now this code has brought drastic changes in the loans of India. Drastic, huge changes it has brought. Because earlier, when any loan went NPA, it had, for recovering that, we had to follow the longest procedures of courts. Then the courts, we had that Tariq pe Tariq, Sunny Deol, right? So those things were there earlier. After this, two important acts came in. One was for that Surface Act, and second one was this Insolvency Act. So these two acts have changed a lot. This act is mainly responsible for larger loans. SARFAESI is responsible for all loans, but generally it is followed for retail banking and even corporates, but mid-size. But this is applicable to all types of generally for large loans. Then we have module D. Again, this will be taken by Suprabha ma'am. So compliance functions in the banks, compliance audit, compliance governance structure, framework of identification of compliance issues and compliance risk. So she'll be giving you the details when the in the class itself. Then you have three more topics: compliance culture and GRC framework, compliance function and role of chief compliance officers of NBFCs, fraud and vigilance in banks. So these are the topics in module D. So one thing which I'll tell you is whenever you follow these books, okay, and the classes, one thing which is important is note it. We have taken the full classes which we take for both ABM and BFM. We take it directly from your new books. So that's why what happens? You need not follow the books then because all the excerpt points or all the summary points are taken from that book only. So whatever, if you check this time's paper, whatever was taught, in fact, there were 2 to 3 case studies which had come exactly the same which were taught in the classes. Same. So that's why you follow the classes religiously with integrity and follow them means revise them whenever you are off class, go through the ebooks and tests. Now those who are on watching this on YouTube, okay, kindly note that you can join this batch. It is starting today only. Today is just the orientation class. From tomorrow we'll be starting the correct topic. Okay. So how to join this? So for joining this, what you do is you should go to Adda 24/7. I would always suggest you that you should download the app first. In the app, you're getting almost 1% extra using that coin system. I'll show you how. Okay. So go to Adda 24/7. Hold on. Tomorrow, same time, 8 to 9, same time ABM, then 8 to 9. From tomorrow, we'll be starting the real topic actually. Module A will be starting. Say this, go to Adda 24/7. Those who are watching on YouTube, go to Adda 24/7, click on JIB and CIB, click on CIB November 23. Then you'll see the batches. See this batch. Sankalpa batch CIB 2. Okay, join this batch July 3rd. Join this batch. In fact, you can join the Mahapacks also. All the details you can read it. Okay, they are given. Use the code ME80. See, this code is applicable for today. ME80. Now look at this. It is 75% off. Apply this ME80 and you'll get 80% off. But this is applicable only for today. So that's why do it fast. Now, similarly, if you're watching, if you want to join the Mahapack, I would always suggest you to join the Mahapack because Mahapack you are getting multiple batches. You get English batch, Hindi batch, 2 batches for English, 2 batches for Hindi. Then you get revision batches. See this. This is JIB CIB Mahapack. Click on this Mahapack. Then click on CIB ka Mahapack. Right now, with the code of ME80, you are getting 6 plus 6 months validity, means double validity. So the July 75, use the code ME80 again. ME80. Only today, huh? ME80. Click on this, apply again this 80% off, right? So you are getting this, use this as fast as possible in this and look at the fees 6290, 80% off you are getting. So join this Mahapacks immediately, join the batches because tomorrow we'll be starting with the real topic. Okay, Sankalp batch timing please. ABFM, just check this because even I'll have to check here. Okay. So here, our timings are from 8 to 9 tomorrow, daily basis. Okay. So bye for today. Today it was only the orientation class. Orientation means I was here. I was I gave you the directions. What all are the topics? How should we study? From tomorrow we'll be starting with the actual studies. Okay. So tough time from tomorrow. Chalo, bye from my side.